You can open the settings for your Google Forms by clicking on the settings icon. In the settings, you can customize a few things for your Google form. First, you can look at who can respond. In a Google Apps for Education system, it will default to anyone in the shared email system. Depending on how your Google admin has things configured, you may be able to change it so that anyone with the link can respond to the form, not just people who share your same Google domain. If you are in a shared email system, you can automatically collect their username, and that would eliminate the need to put that first and last name prompt into your quizzes. You can require only one response from each person accessing your form. They would then, of course, need to be logged into their system. But I believe with the shared email system, they're going to have to log in to access your form anyway. On the confirmation page, this is what the students will see when they submit the form. And you have a canned response that will show up on every form, which is your response has been recorded. You can edit that to say anything that you would like it to say. So perhaps I might put, "You have finished the assessment. Please visit http://www.michigan.org to learn more about Michigan." This will give my early bird students something to do while they are waiting for us to proceed to the next thing that we will be looking at in class. The last choices that you have in the settings is that you can have these things occur after students have submitted the form. So there would be a link. If this is ticked, there would be a link for submit another response. This would be great in a classroom where maybe I only have a couple of devices for students to complete the form. So Johnny comes over to the device, he does his assessment, and then he clicks submit. And now there's a link to submit another response, so Susie can come over and sit down and click that link and very quickly be into the assessment herself. I could also choose to give them a link to go back into their responses and edit them. And I could allow them to see a summary of responses or not, depending on what the assessment was about and whether or not those summaries would be meaningful to the students. So in a lot of short answer questions, they wouldn't be, but in multiple choice, you would get lovely bar graphs and pie graphs and things like that. So it could be useful. And then how will it look as the students navigating through the form? Will they see a progress bar so they know how much of it they have finished? And this is helpful for assessments that you create on more than one page. Or will I shuffle the order of the questions so that if students are sitting together, perhaps in a computer lab or at their desks, they won't have the same question at the same time. So that's an option there. And once I've made the choices that I want to make, I click Save, and that will now be how my form will work. So here, in a shortened version of my form, I have a place for students to put in their first and last name, and then the one question about the capital of Michigan. And now I get this prompt. I don't get any of those choices to submit another response or edit my responses because none of those were ticked. But now I have this link to go off and visit the website where I can learn more about Michigan while I wait for my classmates to finish.